a trilogy of these clips on the utilization of the Intel Visual Ranking tool as an educational strategy. Now I will show you how to actually implement it, or rather show you what the student's perspective will be as you implement your project that you created, which was delineated in that second video. So again, this is the home page of the visual ranking tool. You'll go over to the right. The student will click Login. You created a teacher ID when you created this project, and that is something that you will have to give to the learner. I'll just type mine in as if I'm the learner. You give the learner the team ID and also the password that's specific for that team ID. So we'll start with the black team, which I made the password black, and then you will proceed to sign in. Okay, and there you see the assigned project to your group, the steps for preparation of central venous catheter placement, and if there were other projects that they were assigned to, that would also show here as well. Okay, now the student would simply click on the project name and they are taken to the project, and this is what they see: the project name, description, and their prompt, all the things that you had entered when preparing this project. Okay, up here in this initial bar is the save button, a report button if they wanted to print a page, and also a comparison if they wanted to compare themselves to either the class as a whole or a second group. Okay, so I'll show you those functionalities in a little bit, but essentially the student would look at the item list and then start clicking and dragging to put them in the order that they think is appropriate. So I will demonstrate this. So I am cognitively determining which steps I think they should be in order. Okay, and there is the order. Now a neat little thing too is let me take you here. To finalize this for the particular student, they must save it. And there you can see it says the data has been saved successfully. Okay. It will, then you can click on compare, and I reduced the assignments to just these two classes just to simplify things, or these two teams rather. So I'll click red, and you can kind of see how Team Black's ranking compared to Team Red's. You can also do the whole class if there's multiple teams, but there's only two teams, like I said. So that's the ones that will come out. I don't know why you would want to compare yourself to yourself. That seems pretty obvious. And then under that comparison, you will see a correlation that I'm highlighting here, whether it's positive or negative. And there you go. So I'm going to highlight around the areas that I intentionally sort of misplaced, or ordered differently, rather. And let's say for administer intravenous sedation and analgesia or pain medication, okay, if applicable. For red team, it was placed in this ranking order, whereas to black team, which is the team that I'm presently on, it was placed here. So in discussion and engaging with the group, I can leave a comment to say, I would do this last to ensure that patient is ready when actual procedure is done. Just making something up. Okay. The point is, you can leave a rationale or a reasoning for why you ranked something in a particular order as an individual or as a team, and you save it and it shows up right there, so you know there's a comment, and if you scroll over it, it automatically highlights. Now you can't leave a comment on somebody else's page, but you can leave comments additionally for a particular item on the ranking list, and here you're seeing me click down into the add new comment area, and I can say, I can either address the team or the teacher. For the teacher, say, nice list. Update comments, and then you will see your comment blown in. For the team, hey, this is how I would rank, and basically everybody can see that. Now, everybody meaning the teacher and your other team members, the other teams cannot see your comments. So in other words, I'm black, so I'm going to go to red team. See, I can't see their comments if they had left comments. But this is a perfect opportunity for a teacher who is going in and reviewing the class's lists and their comments to say, well, they wouldn't do it from the student section, they would do it from the teacher section, where they would add a new comment and say, hey, I noticed Team Black and yourselves disagree on this particular item. Why don't you discuss why, or place a rationale of why you disagree, or what is your rationale for putting it here? So that's a nice little tool that gets students engaging online and sort of debating and discussing their reasoning for putting things in a certain order. And that's essentially it. Then you can back out to your projects. The student can always go back and change the rank order and finalize it. And then they can log out whenever they're done. And that's it. So again, this is the last of three. The first two videos were how to get started as an educator. The second video was how the educator would prepare their project. And this third video again showed how you would utilize it, and it mainly showed sort of the student's perspective and what they see and what they'd have to manage. Now again, I'll say there is an application, or there is an app for various devices, Android, iOS, and Windows, that can be downloaded on a tablet or smartphone. And that's mainly for the students to basically have access in a different format to do their order lists or whatever the project is. And I'll at some point update my blog to include my review of the app when I get a chance to take a look at it. Alright, thank you very much.